Hello! Today we will talk about climate change. The impact of climate change is not just about the increase in temperatures. Plants, animals, and ecosystems, as well as human communities, are at serious risk as a result of factors such as increased levels and acidity of oceans and seawater, melting glaciers, and increased frequency and impact of extreme weather events such as drought, floods, and severe hurricanes.
Our goal is to draw attention to the effects of climate change through the eyes of at-risk organisms and ecosystems. Now we want to extend our microphone to the living things that have been severely affected by climate change. Hello dear friends, we know that climate change has negative effects on many living things. Can you tell us what are the negative effects on you?
First of all, hello everybody. Climate change is the most important threat to us polar bears. Our habitat in the sea glacier is melting and shrinking of ice cover. The number of our prey is constantly decreasing due to the thinning of the remaining glaciers. As polar bears, we actually meet rarely. However, we have seen each other very often since people enter our living spaces. The reason for this is that people are reducing our prey and we are going to the dams that they create. Because of global warming, we, polar bears, will starve to death because the ice will melt and we will float on some pieces of ice without being able to hunt. Then we'll lose our families and this will mean the disappearance of polar bears in the coming years.
We are the penguins living in Antarctica and life is very difficult for us. We are even faced with the extinction of our generation because the glacier water level is at a level never seen before. While we travel long distances to feed our chicks, we need the ideal amount of glacier layers to protect them from predators. I may experience loss of life during climate change because of global warming. I may be exposed to excessive heat. My food supplies can be depleted and I may be extinct. Please protect us and our habitat.
Hello, we live in Arctic Ocean. Habitat of blue whale is changing because of climate change food. This has a serious negative effect on the population of blue whale. I am the second largest animal species in the world. I also tell people not to pollute the sea and the oceans, but they don't hear me. Accumulation of chemicals in the seawater causes our poisoning and we die early. The increasing ocean traffic noise stifles our call and makes it difficult for us to find a partner. We are affected so much by environmental pollution.
We sea turtles can be seriously affected by climate and global warming. So, how does this happen? As our gender depends on temperature, rise in the global warming changes the rate of the males which will leave home and it can cause inconsistency in the population. Because sea turtles use both marine and terrestrial habitats during their life cycles. The effects of climate change are likely to have a devastating impact on these endangered species. A rise in the sea level will impact sea turtle nesting beaches. Sea turtles' memories are imprinted with a magnetic map of the sandy beach where they hatch. If the increase in the amount of gases causing the greenhouse gas effect continues, the temperature may increase by 4.5 degrees in 100 years. Therefore, our reproductive balance will deteriorate and our generation will continue harder. It is unthinkable to exist in a world where living species and nature habitats disappear.
Hello. As a result of climate change, changing temperatures and precipitations cause to destroy the trees, fruits, and leaves that we eat. We are less likely to grow when it's not possible to find food. While our babies are sold as illegal pets, only 2,500 of our fellows are killed annually for their meat in Borneo. We orangutans have noticed in the last 10 years that our family has dropped by 30 to 50%. Today, we are less than 80,000 orangutans living in the wild. The main causes of the decline of the orangutan family are the loss of forests on the island of Sumatra, fires and lack of food, both caused by rising temperatures. The population of orangutans in the Sumatra is in serious decline. Please, all, make an extraordinary effort for us not to become the first extinct species of monkeys, especially unsustainable or illegal logging, road constructions, and mining activities in the forest threaten the habitats of orangutans.
Climate change and global warming is a big threat for the pandas. What is this threat? Our food supply comes from bamboos, and because of global warming, they're not growing anymore. If we can't find another food supply, it means pandas will no more exist. Because of that, you should say no to global warming and save us. We pandas are animals that are threatened with extinction. Our biggest fear is climate change. We pandas live where there are plenty of greenery. Generally, one of our favorite seasons is spring. At the moment, the thing we fear the most is global warming. As that is because of people, we're very sorry and sad, and we want you to change the situation and to be more careful and thoughtful. According to the most optimistic view, the end of this century will be end of the bamboo plant. The scarcity of bamboo, which is the result of climate change, will bring the end of us, pandas.
Hello, of course I tell, let our voice be heard. If the extreme temperature continues, our number will drop more. For now, our number decreased by a third. As the number of places such as trees, bushes, and slopes decreases, it becomes very difficult to find a place to escape to cool off. Our bodies and wings get smaller due to the heat, so we cannot go far away and we started carrying less pollen. Climate change and as a result, the increase of the surface temperature of the world causes our generation to decrease and our malnutrition. We are pollen carriers from many fruits, vegetables, and wild plants. Without us, there will be problems with growing some agricultural crops which can threaten the food chain of many living species, including humans. In addition, the decline of bumblebee populations as the result of climate change could also spell trouble for agriculture. Bumblebees are vital to the world's ecosystem and are known for pollinating wildflowers and other plants such as tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, and blueberries. They are able to tolerate cooler weather that other crucial pollinators cannot effectively withstand. Our research has found that the bees are essential in supporting seeds and berries that other animals need in their diets.
Hello everybody. The biggest threat for us is ivory demand, especially Asian demand increases poaching. This is the biggest threat we face. In addition, infrastructure projects such as dams, roads, mines, and other industrial facilities, and loss of agricultural habitats significantly reduces elephants' chances of survival. Almost 34,000 African elephants have been killed since 2010. If poaching is not stopped and my natural habitats are not preserved, my lineage will be exhausted in the next 100 years, and your grandchildren will only see me in the pictures.
Firstly, hello everyone. What a beautiful day it is, and I'm delighted to be here today sharing it with all of you. I want to tell you the bad consequences of climate changes as occurring. Especially factories pollute the air and the water. Sudden changes of air conditions affects us badly. We migrate to the south in winter and to the north in spring and summer in groups together. Increases in air temperatures caused by global warming also affected migratory birds like us. Research has revealed that birds' migration strategies have been changing due to increasing temperatures. In addition, the disappearance of our natural environments due to climate change has also affected the continuation of our generation. In recent years, there has been a noticeable decrease in our number of breeding. If so, we will be on the list of endangered animals. Thank you so much for listening to me and have a blessed day.
Dear e-Twinners, what should we do to protect our world and prevent climate change? We should get a shopping bag that you can use for a long time. For products that require small packaging, liquid soap, cologne, etc., we should prefer the refillable ones. We should prefer energy-saving bulbs. We must use solar energy. We shouldn't leave TVs on standby mode. We must insulate our homes to keep heat. We should place our things in such a way that they do not block the radiators. The pollution caused by computers, which have become an inseparable part of daily life, mustn't be underestimated. We should not buy devices with lower electricity consumption. We need to minimize paper use from the printer. Computers should not be left on standby mode. We should not throw away unused computers.
There are issues we should pay attention about transportation. We should prefer public transportation. We should walk in short distances instead of driving. We should prefer vehicles that use unleaded gasoline. We must close the vehicle's ignition during long stops. As consumers, we should turn to long-lasting products. We should not buy products that are sold in packaging that cannot be recycled. We should avoid plastic packaging, especially PVC. We should prefer glass products such as bottles and jars. We must reuse products such as plastic bags and food containers. We should not dispose of glassware with organic garbage.
We must be sensitive to the environment and start environmental protection projects and campaigns. We shouldn't leave the faucet open while brushing teeth, washing the dishes and shaving. We should use new technology toilets that consume less water. Consumption of dense chemicals such as bleach should be minimized. We should not use products that damage the ozone layer, such as deodorants. As a result, everyone should take responsibility for the environment. We don't have another world. We have to protect our world.